Why don't we move on to a film that's probably going to make a lot less money than Hobbs and Shaw, The Art of Self-Defense. Riley Stearns movie starring Jesse Eisenberg.
Yep.
84% Rotten Tomatoes. Dave, you saw this movie. I have not been able to yet. Give the people a little taste of why this is a movie they should see.
Yeah,
Or
this
not.
Art of Self-Defense, the second movie from Riley Stearns, his first movie is called Faults, which has Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I have not seen that. And this is a very small movie put out by Bleecker Street. Got a fair amount of love after premiering at South by Southwest. And very small movie, super cheap, 25-day shoot, very, very contained movie. And Jesse Eisenberg is the lead, which is, I think, really interesting because Eisenberg's kind of been an interesting career path since Social Network, and he blew up from that, right? I think there was a lot of time when they're trying to push Eisenberg as this compelling, charismatic leading man figure. And if we're being honest, he's just not that. That's just not like the neurotic performances that he can give are great and are lead performances, but they're not the traditional charisma you expect. I think they were trying to put him into that role in past movies, and heck, even stuff like when he's playing Lex Luthor, Batman vs Superman. It was just they were trying to, I think, put the square peg into the round hole for a while. But this is interesting for me. I think it really works because Eisenberg is playing an awkward guy. He's playing a 35-year-old accountant, lives alone, has a dog, pretty meek guy. And this movie, which I think is a great success, and I would encourage everyone to see it if they can. It's going to be on Hulu down the line, so that's probably the avenue for most people to see it because it has not made a lot of money. It's losing its theaters. It's about done in the theaters. But Eisenberg, through this movie with Riley Stearns, they're basically just lampooning masculinity and what it means to be tough, what it means to be a man, and gender roles and hyper-aggression and all that. It's really done in a really funny way. And ultimately, it's quite a black comedy. And it's also a bit of a two-hander. It's really just Eisenberg, who plays this guy named Casey, and Alessandro Nivola, who you see on the screen, who plays Sensei. And after Eisenberg is mugged at night, he feels he needs to better himself. So he goes to this dojo to learn karate. That's really all the pretext you need. But the way the movie expertly, I think, explores modern masculinity in a movie that actually feels quite timeless. Like the dojo is just says karate outside, and Sensei is just named Sensei. And there's a Casey has a very small TV at home, and I don't think we even see a cell phone in the movie. So it's a bit of a piece, but I just think the observations it has about masculinity is really fun. There's a lot of good jokes about manly names and dog breeds and European countries that are masculine and those that aren't, and of course misogynistic attitudes as well. Imogen Poots plays the one female character in the movie who's also training at the dojo. And yeah, I think I don't really want to spoil where it goes, but the commentary the movie is presenting in a compelling black comedic way, I think is quite effective. So I would definitely recommend people check this out once it gets to Hulu. Bleecker Street just signed an exclusive deal with Hulu, so all their movies will get to Hulu, which is, I think, kind of cool because most of their movies are small. People usually miss them. I mean, this was by for like 3 weeks, only at one of the theaters, and you know how that goes when this movie doesn't make big gains the way a Farewell does. So then it only is in theaters twice a day at like 1 in the afternoons. It's hard to see small movies if they don't immediately become really successful. So don't fear not, it'll be streaming soon enough, and definitely give it a chance. I think there's a lot to like about this, and it's definitely one of the more unique movies I've seen this year thus far. So I was quite satisfied.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out. It sounds like it's a movie that really focuses on getting its message across, which I think I like that timeless aspect of it, and looking forward to seeing Eisenberg. I feel like he's very hit or miss, so I feel like if he's good, he's good, and if he's bad, it'll at least still be worth watching.